Hey, welcome to another version of Faulkner Fixes All. And today it's a quick little video about torquing this down. Sorry about the compressor kicking on in the last video. Yeah, I had to stop, and I just stopped. But I got these in. I still got to make a special tool to tighten these, but it's cinched down pretty well enough so that I won't damage anything to torque this ring on. I checked the book. The book says 42 pounds. Seems a little less than what I thought. Went online, and some high performance Ford rear ends get torqued to 80 pounds. But I'm going to go with what the book says, because that's what I got for this truck, and it's very specific for this truck. And we're going to go with 42. But first, we're going to torque them to 21 pounds in kind of a star pattern. And then once I get everything torqued to 21 pounds, I'll adjust the torque wrench to 42. Now it says lightly oiled threads, take 10% off, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to torque them to 42, even with the oiled. It won't hurt anything. Okay, so I got my special tool here. It's a green rubber glove taped onto a pry bar. We're going to jam it in here, and we're going to torque these. Yeah, I'll probably just, actually I'll just sit down on the job here. Okay, here's the first one. Maybe I can get it off the bearing housing there, it'd be nice. That wasn't good, okay. I think I'm going to have to stand up. Okay, there's 21 pounds there. And we're going to go 180 and do this one. Probably not a full 180, but hey, it'll work. Okay, that's 21 pounds. We're going to go half of that. And then we'll go 180 to that. Okay, so I got 4. And at this point, I think I'm just going to go on down the line. Everything's snugged in pretty good. And there's some dots here. Okay, there's a little measurement on this gear about how much it's off tolerance. I'll know to come around to that. I think you can see that, maybe not. Well, I'll know to come to this mark. Okay. So we're going to go to the next one. Okay, there's 21 pounds. There's 21. 21. Couple more to go, and then we're going to set the wrench to 42 pounds. Some of these are already at 21. You could just go to 42 pounds, but I'm just being thorough. I want this to be very much aligned where it's supposed to go. And we're coming up on our mark in a minute. Should be coming up. Where is it? Well, we didn't pass that already. I think we passed it already because everything's torqued. Oh, there it is. There's our mark right there. Okay, now we're going to set this wrench to 42 pounds. And there's, I think that's 40. Let's see here. Yeah, it's 42 pounds. On this style wrench, it's a clicker, and they used to have this little hole drilled here with something to grip on, but they got really cheap and they don't do that anymore, so you gotta tighten it up a little bit with a pair of pliers. Maybe you have the kind with the hole in it and there's a little bar that goes through there, helps you tighten it. Okay, so this one, same deal. We're going to start at this mark that they have at the factory, made this gear, and we're just going to, looks like my pry bar suffered a little bit. Okay, we're just going to start here, and we're going to go to 42. On this one, I'm just going to go down the line. It's pretty centered now. You can see why I wanted to do this when it was in the case. It makes it easier spinning it around and getting the necessary torque on it is important. Yeah, we're getting there. A couple more to go. There's our mark right there. Okay, these look pretty good. Those are now torqued to 42 pounds. The bearings aren't really adjusted yet. I gotta make a holder to hold this, and I gotta make a holder to crunch this preload down. So we gotta make holders to make this preload work, and a holder. Yeah, I mean, this was fine. These little bolts drilled through the table. I mean, that was fine for what I'm doing, but for the next step, to check the run out and all that stuff, and to use the gear marking paste with that in there, it'll be really time for another holder. So I'll make it, and I'll keep it for the next go around. Anyway, when you do get this bearing preset and end play set, you put these little keepers in, and they go in there and they catch on there like that. See, holds it in place. But we're not at that level yet. I'm waiting for some gear marking paste to come in. But hey, we're making some pretty good progress here. It's 411 gear is in, and the run out, just from the naked eye, looks fine. But we'll check it with our run out indicator. Okay, that's it for now. Thanks for tuning in.